Hey, what's going on? Now mine's up.
Friday night, whatever.
I'm hoping it's up.
They dragged me off my couch.
We're doing the thing again where we're on Go4Rider on his side. We're on my page over here.
On stereo.
So you were on the couch?
Well, no, not really.
Were you sitting next to Tony? You were in Indiana.
Yes, I was.
So Keith drove to Indiana to get away from the Black Friday traffic?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
It didn't work.
Well, there weren't as many stores there, I thought, so I assumed there would be less people there. I was wrong.
So it was crowded, huh?
Oh, very crowded.
Anyway, you had a good little drive. Let me go over there a little bit. The quality of my camera is so poor compared to the nice high grade quality.
Yeah, it was nice to get out when it was nice.
This is just my cell phone. This is a computer.
Hey, and this computer is 37 years old? Yeah.
No. 30 years old would be 93. I doubt that thing even.
No. It's either 89 or 90, 93. Yeah.
Is that dog years?
It is, yeah.
So what is it? A 386?
It's old. No,
I think a 486 was hot stuff.
It's just a Celeron core. It's just a cheap, low end, whatever I can afford, all in one. It's the cheapest all in one that they made, that HP made that year. It's old, but this is what I used to teach my classes on, so I could set them up cheaply, and each student could have their screen and whatever, and then I linked them to my big one that I have at the warehouse someplace. But no, that's what I do. But it's old anyway. Just like me, it's old. It still works. It's just a little grainy. Again, just like me. But anyway, I hope everybody had a really nice Thanksgiving. However you celebrate, even if you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate, still hope you had a nice day at least.
Nice day of work.
Exactly.
Yeah, hopefully everybody, but not
times
everybody.
away from work is a vacation.
Wait a minute. You want me to send this to your boss? What are you talking about? You're on vacation all day long.
Okay.
Aren't you?
No.
Well, you just drive around.
Just drive around.
Don't even have to talk to nobody. Nobody's in the and you got as many snacks as you want.
Yeah.
All you got to do is reach behind you and open a box and go. I don't know what happened to it, boss man. Anyway, so we thought we'd come in and stuff and spend a little time with you. Not like you all ain't got nothing else to do. Is there any ball games going on today or anything?
The games tomorrow.
You mean sports?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do it either, unless it's got an engine strapped to it somewhere.
Well, the real game's tomorrow at noon.
Okay. Well, I know Keith would know because Keith's like big on all that and stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
I was watching old go-kart videos earlier today and stuff like that. Dad and I put it on these machines so he can watch it and stuff. So. Digger's old go-kart video. He gave me a CD DVD of his old go-kart stuff, and Dad watches that.
All that stuff. If you're on my channel,
yes.
If you go all the way down to the bottom, there's a playlist, and in the playlist you can see all this.
Yeah.
And he's just as tall in the go-kart videos.
Yes. Max is out there. How you doing, Max? Love you, brother.
What
Hope
up, Max?
everything's good. Max is a Screaming Eagle. Screaming Eagle. Oof, man, it's a long night. He has Screaming Eagle. His trike, his big trike. I think he'll have it out pretty quick this year. I can't wait to get to see it in person and stuff. Did you ever get to see the pictures? I'll show you. It's pretty cool. It's a nice trike. But I've been watching about a lot of other ones. Look at he's out there. Yeah. So I spent most of the time that I've had lately with mom and dad and everything, and you went over to the family and stuff. You.
Oh yeah.
Keith went to bother his pastor at his house and kill 12 turkeys or whatever.
There was quite a bit of grub.
There was a lot of grub.
We got a
Yeah.
fugitive here.
If you see anything go in front of the screen, you don't eat cookies. Hootie's up here trying to scarf up.
If you see his big tail go across the screen, it's
it's Hootie. There he goes. Okay.
He's a nutball.
It's the trike's 13 foot long.
Holy cow!
And powered by a 350 V8.
Whoa!
It's slick. It is slick. Yeah.
It's like an oversized slingshot.
No, it is a trike. It's not a reverse trike, so it's not a pusher. It's a it is. Yeah, it's a trike. It has a single wheel in front and everything, but it's really cool.
It's rear wheel drive is what you're trying to say.
It's rear wheel drive.
Yeah. But tire roaster.
So our slingshots, they're rear wheel drive, but they're single rear drive, so they're reverse trikes.
God, looks like a slingshot.
Matthew Charrington's working on one too. My buddy Matthew, I've known him for quite a few years and stuff. He got me the first GoPro I ever had, and then he's made contributions many times over to different things and parts for the Gopher and different things. He's working on. He has a midget racer. I'm not sure what year it is. It's rather old and stuff, but he's got it, and he's putting single wheel drive in the back instead of the two wheel. He's putting single wheel drive and making a street legal reverse trike. He's made many of them over on his channel, but you can go and check that out. If I remember, I'll put a link down below later on after all this goes up and stuff. Matthew Charrington Productions. Yeah, down below someplace. But he's been doing a lot of it. I downloaded a bunch of his YouTube stuff because we don't have good
enough internet.
we don't have internet access at all over
okay.
where mom and dad in that house and everything. We don't have internet. We don't have telephone. We don't have TV. So I download a lot of the videos and stuff, like your stuff, my stuff, Matthew's stuff, and a few other channels and stuff that Dad would like to watch. And I take them over on a USB, load them to the machine, and he can watch them that way and everything. So keep them. I don't do any of the news or anything like that, because he really just doesn't need to know what's going on out there right now. It's the craziness and everything. But so yeah, I do it that way and everything. But yeah, we all went out and stuff. You got to see your family.
Yes,
that was good.
Got to talk to my family, my sister. That was nice.
In California.
She did a lot video thing. That was kind of neat.
Oh, a video conference chat. Oh, woo, woohoo! Moving up. And Keith, we're still working on. We're going to get him. I come real close to just go ahead and making you a Facebook page and telling you, just like I did for your email, this is what your Facebook page is, because that's the only way. Every time if I wait on him to do it, we never
I'm a
can do it.
procrastinator.
No,
I'm the extreme
no.
procrastinator.
Again, sitting on the couch with Tony.
I'm not that bad.
No. What are you saying about Tony?
That'll get Tony fired up.
I know he'll be in it. He'll be in a little bit. Well, he may. I don't think he's working today. He wouldn't be working the day after, would he?
Yeah.
Would he be? Is he working today?
Yeah.
Is he delivering pizzas or?
Why not? This is one of the biggest
I think
money
it's
making.
The day
I think
after
the
the
rest
year.
till 5.
Oh, not us. I just had more turkey and green beans and stuff.
I think it's
Mashed
till
potatoes.
5.
Yeah, but back when I would deliver pizzas, this was the day you wanted to work.
Yeah, Max had because I was watching the stuff he put up. He did dinner for 13 people and stuff. I didn't. What did I do? The relatives that came
It was
down.
Yesterday.
I know.
You should be able to remember.
No,
it.
don't start that.
Hey, I know.
I
Believe me, I know.
Don't start that.
What
don't throw them rocks, Mr. Glasshouse. But yeah, they brought food down, so that was really good. Mom and I cooked stuff up. We had a turkey. No, we had ham for you guys, but I know you're all busy with family stuff. No, I understand, and you weren't feeling this chipper.
I got a hold of a bad headache when I was over at my sister's, and I ended up zonking on the couch for about.
I kind of feel more
37 kids or whatever you said, something like that. Just
it was a lot of little kids running around.
I kind of threw my arm out, so.
You threw your arm out. Oh, what were you doing?
Trying to knock a stinking branch off a tree in my bastard's backyard.
Knock it off with what?
A football.
Why?
I don't know, something to do.
It was there.
I was there.
Until it
You were there. It was there. Now your arm's not. Are you right-handed? You're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have a saw on a stick, or
Nothing. Not that big.
It was for fun. They weren't actually trying to.
Oh, you guys were just throwing instead of having. See, now we used to put a tire up.
Well, there was a trampoline in the back, but I don't.
No. We used to put a tire up, and for accuracy, we'd swing the tire and throw it through the tire. That's
Did you
old
jump
school
on the
stuff.
trampoline?
I was thinking about bringing a trampoline over. They said no. I don't think we want to do that.
Ooh, do you want him? I
A
don't.
couple years ago, Bobby had a trampoline. Oh boy, we had some fun times on
Oh,
that
Bobby
thing.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think you want Keith on a trampoline.
There was a guy on
Oh,
YouTube.
it was
showing he
wild
like
when
30
me and
feet up
Bobby
in the
both
air
got
on a
on there.
trampoline.
We'd hit that certain mark, and he could
The sweet
throw
spot.
me like I felt like I was 20 foot in the air.
Well, you weigh $1.98, if that.
Not even.
125.
120.
120. What do you weigh, Keith?
Well, that's 2 of me almost.
Oh, Keith, you got to be close to
No, you mean
300.
No, I'm probably about 250 or 60. Probably.
We're going to weigh him later. I'm below 300 now. I was 325. I'm below 300 after the COVID, but I haven't gone back up. Of course, I've always been the same weight for whatever. So
Yeah.
I figured during the COVID, I just lost muscle mass because I've still got the same fat everywhere. It's just there.
I can relate. My muscle mass is kind of.
I know you were showing your muscles last time.
Still have those.
Can you do that, Keith?
No,
You can't do that?
no, that's just creepy.
Well, that's why you threw your arm out.
Look at it with the shadows.
That's
I know,
just-
I see that.
Like I got something alive
looks,
under there.
looks like a pulse. It's like something out of Aliens or
That's
something.
why you threw your arm out. You need to get some
Looks like something out of Aliens or something.
you get some
Something
exercise,
popped out of his
grow some
Well,
muscles.
You spend 2.5 years on crutches when you're a teenager.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did it. Yeah.
arm. Never had
stays
that.
there.
Well, I think that's why my shoulder and arm is heavier on this side because of the cane. I have to walk with the cane all the time. So Max, I am blah 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 pounds. Sorry, technical difficulties with the numbers. Yeah, you ain't hiding nothing. It's all right, brother. We still love you. No, but I was 325, and then the COVID, and then I went 35 down, so I'm under 300 now. So
You haven't brought any of that back yet?
Is that
That
Max
kind
from how car shows?
when you
cruising?
yes, Max.
Hello,
Sprague.
Max.
Yeah, I thought you knew. Sorry.
Why? I don't know.
Hootie, what's up, Hootie?
We got this alien cat invading our
He's
privacy.
trying to squeeze in.
He's trying to find what's in my
funny,
bag.
though. It's like he knows.
He's
I
fascinated with these
I want to be
Q-tips.
up here, but I gotta stay out of the camera.
He's fascinated with them Q-tips there, right there. He's already knocked one on the ground.
That's the Q-tips I cleaned my lenses with there,
He's
kitty
already
kitty.
he's knocked one on the ground and grabbed it and put it down the hallway already. So
Did he really?
yes, because I
Yeah, there
heard
was 3.
him.
We're watching the cat. Imagine you're watching us watch the cat. You can't even see the cat. And
He's a crazy dog.
He's trying to get in the bag.
what-
Out of them cookies.
He wants the cookies out of the bag. He's going to grab one and run off with it. Are they chocolate? They're not. He shouldn't have chocolate. No, he shouldn't have chocolate.
Now I'm
Yeah,
trying to grab it.
My
The thing
sister.
is, I can see him grabbing one and booking down the hall with
No,
it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He'll snag one with the claw. And that'll be it.
He'll do it like that.
Probably knocked the whole
One,
bag.
one paw.
Probably knocked the whole bag on the ground.
But there's the only car stuff coming up, and I'll have it posted down below. The only car stuff coming up this month for December that I know of is Opie's toy
Well,
collection.
there's
and
a
stuff.
Ford Expo this weekend.
There's the Ford Expo. Right?
I'm thinking I might get a call from Scotty tomorrow.
What are you doing? Yeah, you might go down there. Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm glad you got Ford friends.
That's all I got is Ford friends.
They feel sorry for him. He's the
like a
only,
man without-
he's the only Chevy guy they let
It's like a
around.
man
and
without a
stuff.
country.
Katie, that's everything. But Katie got a new vehicle.
Yes, she did.
So crazy Katie got a new vehicle. She got what
Kia Sportage.
a Kia Sportage.
A very nice vehicle.
Is it nice?
Yes.
How many computers did you say it had on it?
54.
54 computers.
Man.
Sorry about your luck. Wait till that happens. Something's going to go wrong. There's just no way. No way.
Well, the thing is, you should probably have a car for about 60,000 miles.
Yeah.
By then, you should be ready to trade up for something else before all the problems start.
Yeah, she needs to get the Corvette's nice. She needs to get like a classic something. I mean, because Scotty's got the
Well, he's got enough classics for both of them.
yeah, but it's not. I mean, you always want, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You always want yours and everything. So, but yeah, so
Yeah, I got out and drove a van today. Actually, I drove a van yesterday to Thanksgiving and
did you really? Oh, yeah, but it's not that far. It wasn't
drove
that
it to
far.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go out and
That was
do
actually
shopping.
the first time I even. Yesterday was the first time I'd started it.
You do
in
not
3
want to do
weeks,
shopping right now. Trust
and
me.
it was a little wool.
Without a whip and a chair, do not go out to the stores right now. Just telling you.
Oh,
But it's a Jeep thing. We wouldn't understand.
yeah. He's hunting for yeah, in Morrow. I think there's a Jeep thing going on.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, in Morrow, but there's another
it's
Jeep.
a parade.
Isn't there another Jeep thing going on
It's a
someplace?
parade, and the Jeeps were invited to it.
Okay.
Apparently.
Yep. But yeah, he's looking for a
No.
wedding thing.
No, I'm just saying.
You should
It's tomorrow night, actually.
you should talk to Opie, Max. I mean, contact Opie. The information again, his information, phone number, and everything will be on this down
It's
below.
a neat thing. Should come on.
You could contact him, and he might let you use it. They've got a place where they do weddings and stuff inside now, where they do ceremonies, because he built the new barn, the new building and everything back behind the old ones and everything. So you might want to contact him. I can't think of anybody else that
That'd
has
be a
a.
neat layout for.
Yeah, it's
wedding
huge.
stuff.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that was his original goal and stuff. So it has all
Like
kinds
a
of classic
banquet
cars.
hall kind of thing.
Yeah, it's big. It's
Very nice.
large. Got a big stage. Got a big whole.
He does a
setup
real
and
nice thing on New Year's Day over there.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Well, they're
We'll be there.
the thing for the Kentucky Derby is always
It's
cool.
just a,
when
it's
he
just
does
a
that.
cool place.
Oh, it is.
Really
Yeah,
is.
Opie's really nice and stuff.
Kind of breaks monotony in the wintertime. Just once a month
Yeah.
we get over there.
And then in February again is Jeff Lane and
Shane Six.
Shane Six is having their thing in Xenia. So
And apparently,
Jeff
I've
and his-
learned that the cavalcade in Detroit was moved up to the end of February.
Really?
Yes.
But we're still having ours at the same time, right?
Right.
Okay, so have you guys decided what you're going to do, whether or not you're going to ride down?
Sounds like we're gonna. Church is bringing a bunch of people. We're gonna go up. I think for overnighter up there to Detroit, I believe.
Detroit, but I'm talking about us in Cincinnati. You still going with me in
Yes.
Cincinnati?
Plan on it.
Do you want to go with us in Cincinnati?
yeah.
Okay, so we'll all three go. So I will probably take the clown car. So I'll take the. I only have one scooter. Will you be able to make it? You think? Looking
Oh
at
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
I can only
Actually-
turn my head so far.
Here lately, I haven't been out walking a whole lot,
Yeah,
so
so
my leg is
healing up.
actually feeling good right now.
Well, that's
so.
an all-day thing. I know it was
Yeah.
really rough on you
I mean,
last
I'm
time.
sure I'll feel it by the end, but
Yeah.
I'll get it done.
I mean,
There's
I could take both scooters.
There's
but-
plenty of places to sit down over there.
But Keith is going to have to hang on the roof or something.
If it's warm out, I mean,
You take a big pour. Listen, what do we have?
It's never warm on that weekend.
Yeah. At least they have the parking garage open again.
Yeah, but even then,
That's attached to it, so at least it can park right there.
you get a breeze through there though.
Yeah,
Don't
it is
freeze.
cool. Well, I always go to it's either the third or fourth rung up, and that's directly next to the Skyway, so
Right.
that the sky. But the thing is, I had to use half of my scooter battery to get to the Skyway, and then go downstairs, back across, then back. No
that
way.
place makes you walk or,
Yeah.
or roll or whatever.
To
The
get
one
in,
year-
to get in, and stuff like that.
Well, the one year I went was when the Bengals were in the playoffs, and we parked right across the street on the floor, right on the road.
Yeah.
$20 to park.
Yeah.
Who was with me? Was
It's
it
expensive. Listen.
was it you, Keith? We had to park 2 blocks away that one year because the
Mhm.
building was tore down.
Oh, the
Wow, that-
sidewalks were torn. down.
Yeah, everything, and we had to go into the street to
It
go
was a
around.
mess.
There was no way and stuff like that. And I thought, I just put her on high and went right out into traffic.
I was just hoping it wasn't going to stall.
Downtown Cincinnati, just going.
I was just hoping your scooter wasn't going to stall because I wasn't going to push you. I mean,
No, that's what it should have been like. We're doing that, so those are really the only car-related things. I have been working on the videos, the car, quote unquote, classic car and/or car B-grade car movies.
Oh yeah.
So I've been working on that. I've got a bunch of those. I somehow screwed up and it got deleted off of a lot of things got deleted off of Dad's computer, and we're not sure how it happened, but I'm pretty sure I know who did it.
What's this button do?
Yeah. No, he's like me. When he shakes, instead of single click, he'll triple click, and if he triple clicks and stuff, and it comes up and goes, "What do you want to do?" and it says delete or save, and it's all gone. Yeah. So
it's
I
in
got to
the
get
cloud.
I got to get you something either put on your tablet or the computer so that you can watch the movies, so that we can discuss the movies. You look really enthused.
He's like,
He's just stuffing his face. Well, now you're eating his cookies.
Well, these are mine.
it's all right.
I thought yours were chocolate cookies.
I have chocolate and chocolate chip.
You just brought it all, didn't you?
You told me to bring some food.
I told you to bring some snacks because I know what usually happens. Those small animals are safe when you get over.
Hootie, where you at?
No, you see the tail like this and stuff.
No stationary food
Long
is safe
tail.
when I'm in the area.
If they don't run fast enough, keeps eating it. But we still are. I still am trying to find the right fender accents for your Camaro,
Well,
and
you know, Christmas is coming, so gotta get him before Christmas.
you got to get them before Christmas. You'll never get them, even if you order them now. They'll not be here before Christmas.
Oh.
This is too much shipping, whatever. But I keep looking and stuff, and I don't want you to have to spend 200 plus, because for the same 200 plus, you could get a wide body kit for the back end of it. But then again, like I said, you would have to get a little bit either an offset rear tire or a little bit wider rear tire.
Yeah.
And to find them in those matching rims might be kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're getting into the big expense. You might as well just have both rear fenders cut off and redone. So we're trying to do it cheap. He's got a little bit of the Ohio automotive cancer thing going on.
Got some of the salt. From
Yeah. But, like we've said before, it is his daily driver. So we're just trying to keep it down and get it repaired a little bit. So look, 4 people.
I got one.
One. That might be me.
How you doing, one?
That might be me. I wonder if I can open another window and watch it.
I'm so confused.
A lot of my buddies and stuff, like Matt Man in Tennessee, Reverend Mike, Cave Troll, Dante Fox, Delisa, and hang on, this Metal Lock. Delisa and Alice, actually, the most important ones, but Daryl and stuff, they're all down there and everything. The banana is. Oh, yeah, so he's got his big banana, the big Mopars.
Oh, yeah.
The big Mopars fixed and stuff. That's sweet.
That is a cool car.
Yes, 4 miles to get.
I think I saw
that.
that.
I'm partial to
Hillsborough
yellow.
show.
Yeah. I thought you liked purple.
Oh, purple's my favorite color, but
Yeah, yellow.
since I got the van, I had to switch up.
Well, there you go.
to yellow
Every
now.
time Mom sees a yellow vehicle now, and it's and it does. She goes, "Is that Digger?" I said, "It's an Audi." But it's far away and stuff.
Yeah.
Just bright yellow, anything bright yellow and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the van's looking sweet. You're going to get ready and do it for spring, right? You're going to take all the Halloween
I've actually
dead bodies and stuff.
I got the lights back out of it today.
Yep.
To put back up here, but
Yeah, so we
I
can,
took all the loose stuff out.
Different theme.
Now I need to take out the.
because I know you got one dead body in the back
You
room.
got a dead deer there for
Yeah.
springtime or something.
Yeah, he's laying out back, but he's sitting on the chair. Out
He
back.
is sitting outside too. I wonder what your neighbors think.
He
Probably-
was just laying on the floor, and it was freaking me out every time I walked past him. I was like, "Dad, there's somebody dead in my backyard."
Again. Call Don.
Don't be telling people that.
I'm sorry. It was Keith. It was all Keith's idea.
Bury him in the backyard with the rest of them.
Oh,
Sorry, those are all cats, but
I was going to say all of ours are. Yeah.
Oh, you got a graveyard back here or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
there's
A few.
about 4 cats back there.
Okay.
I think we've got mice, hamsters, birds, cats,
Like Pet
dogs,
Sematary.
bunny rabbits
Well,
from all the pets over the years that
the
went
last
away.
one I put back there was Dr. Love, and that was not a fun hole.
No,
to
that was
dig.
that's a mess. I put big slate. We have Mom used to collect rocks whenever she went wherever, and we used to travel a lot when I was a kid, and then up until I got married, and then even after I got married and got divorced, then I'd travel with him again. She would always collect big rocks and stuff, so we got big slate and slabs of granite and all kinds of stuff that she'll pick up from. I guess you're not allowed to do it anymore. Whatever. Take stones and whatever from other places, just like you're not supposed to take seashells and whatever. Yeah. So whatever. But we got all that, everything, and we put on top of all the graves.
You're not legally supposed to put animals in your backyard anymore.
Yeah, I don't care.
But
But you know how that goes.
my animals, they're staying right here with me.
Yeah, well, if you move, let me know. We'll get them.
We'll dig them out.
We'll dig them out. Yeah, we'll dig them out. I went out and all of the skin off the turkey, because I can't have any the fat, whatever. Anyway, all the skin off the turkey and the neck bones that like Dad used to eat but doesn't eat anymore. I don't want him to eat them and choke them.
Yeah.
So I did that. I made a suet pack like thing for the birds and animals and stuff, and took it out. And we had a block of cheese that somehow was, because we're going through. Without my sister around, we're not keeping up on rotating all of our 15-year prepper stock. So some of the stuff we're into 30 years instead of, we usually rotate it every 15 years. So, but anyway, and Mom doesn't like to eat it, whereas me and my sister would cook it up and eat it. So you eat it and then you rotate back and then you put the old in. So a lot of that stuff I put out there. for the birds and the squirrels. And I'm not sure if some of it was fermented or not, but they were having a party yesterday eating that stuff. But
It's a nice segue. We go from digging up animals to turkey skin.
well, turkey skin's the highest, just like fish skin. You wouldn't think that fish skin would be high in fat, but it's actually the highest fat concentration of much stuff. That's why bears, when you see bears and they're peeling the skin off and eating the skin off of the trout and stuff, because
I already figured
that's the highest fat content, so they do that. Again, all of the stuff that means nothing to nobody, just swimming around
It's in that big head of yours.
I know. I got this one thing. It
ready
says,
to get out.
says brains are heavy, so I'm not fat. It's just that I know so much. It's run off.
You have so much knowledge. It's just weighing you down.
It's went down to my body. I can't remember.
That's my
exactly
excuse, I guess.
What's that? No, you're just tall.
Oh, okay.
You're just tall, and you bounce into stuff.
Brains.
No.
No, I bounce off of stuff.
Bing, 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 bing. You're like Bumbles. You bounce. Remember the Bumbles from? Isn't it Bumbles?
Oh, I don't bounce. I just
From
I don't.
I
just know when I fall.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the whole thing, Bumbles bounce, the abominable snowman.
I just
call them Bumbles.
I just know when I fall, I have a long way to fall.
And they pulled his
very
mouth-
long way.
They pulled all his teeth out of his mouth.
Yeah, I think that's on this weekend.
Yeah, that's Bumbles. It's got to be on coming this weekend because Wizard of Oz was
I don't
just
remember
on.
it being so brutal.
Oh yeah, hardcore. Yeah.
Mhm.
I got a lot of buddies. A lot of the guys on Facebook sent me a lot of pictures and stuff of all the deers and everything that they got this season and everything, so which was cool. So my cousin,
Saw Bobby got one.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How many point buck?
I don't know. He's got some.
I seen enough on the side of
No,
roads.
it wasn't. It was a buck.
Yep. Bumbles bounce. Yep, that's it. See, I was right. Max said no. He's like me. Old.
He says it's on tonight.
Oh, it is tonight? Okay. Because either last night or the night before last was Wizard of Oz.
Yes, that was last night.
Yeah, so it was on.
Not
and
that I
so
watched everything. I just happened to be going
I-
across the channel. Like I
I-
usually do.
Been watching
Walking Dead, I know. Then the
Walking
new
Dead just ended. Oh,
yeah, we were talking about the new one. What's a King of Tulsa or
no, Tulsa.
Oh,
King.
that was
Tulsa
good.
King? That did you
Yeah.
see the
They had a sneak
preview?
preview of it.
Yeah, I watched that. That
Yeah,
I
but
think
now,
that's-
now you
seen
can't
it
watch it because you got to have Paramount Plus.
Well, he does. I don't. You don't.
No, I don't either.
I know. Can't afford that.
That's a great show.
It looked like it was going to be really, really good. And
I'm
stuff.
hoping
I like
maybe
the
that
Sopranos.
channel will just keep showing that on that channel
Yeah, keep hoping and wishing.
because a lot of them channels are incorporated with each other, so they'll show.
You're going to have to pay for them.
Oh crap!
There's a whole bunch of those pay for whatever. Stars like
Well, not because
Roberts.
because
She's doing a couple series.
because
for a
that
couple of those pay
Yellowstone's
TVs.
on Paramount, but they'll show it on 8 billion channels, other channels.
Yeah, but I think they're going to pull it, but I don't know.
If it's specifically made by Paramount, it won't be anywhere else.
Yeah.
If it was made by a third party,
I
because a
don't
lot
know.
of these things are third party releases nowadays, and then
Well,
they
that
go
stinks.
find networks that'll air it.
Get us hooked on a show and we can't watch it.
Yeah, there you go.
Just saying.
Oh, Yukon Cornelius. Yes, he was. That's the guy that said the Bumbles bounce thing. And then
It's a big
That little-
mustache beard dude.
yeah,
Well,
then
if
the
we're gonna
little-
go to trivia. I will just wipe you out.
Really?
Yes. If you want Hermie the dentist is on there.
I was just going to say the dentist was the little elf. He wanted to be a dentist instead of a toy maker.
Right.
That's why he pulled the teeth.
Was his name Hermie?
Hermes.
Hermie.
Wow, that's not the name I was thinking.
Isn't it?
I mean, I don't know what name I was thinking, but it wasn't
I
that.
think it is.
Well, if I could pull up my screen on screen here, I'd do that. But that's another thing I'm going to put on these machines. If I get a better machine to bring over here that'll handle it, because this one, the processor on this one, the GPU, if I pull up too much stuff, it's gonna shut down.
I could always bring a laptop back here.
Yeah.
Actually, there's-
Well, I want to get a better thing, but I want a screen about this size and stuff, because at least it's grainy, but you can see it.
I'm personally
True.
looking. I'm personally looking forward to that.
We're still going to work that thing too, where we put the other screen behind us. That way we can
Yeah.
talk, and that's running back there, and we can see it in the background. and
I'm
that
personally
way-
looking forward to that new Santa movie that's coming out.
Which
That
the
Violet Night.
Oh,
Violent
that looks
Night.
good.
Now who is that? That's a wrestler, isn't it?
I thought it was, but I never heard the guy.
It
before.
seems
I
like
don't know who he
something
is.
that they would have Goldberg do, but he's getting too old, and he didn't he do?
Jason
Krampus?
Momoa would have been good at
No,
it.
he did Silent Night and Deadly Night or something.
Wasn't it Krampus? He played Krampus instead of Santa Claus. He played the evil
I
whatever.
think he did Silent Night, Deadly Night with once Goldberg was in. Krampus is a weird movie.
I think Jason Momoa would have been good in that.
Yeah, he's
I
been
don't
in
know who
everything.
this guy in this
lately.
new one is. I
He's a
never
good
heard.
actor.
Yeah.
I never heard of this guy's in the new one, but it looks pretty funny.
Yeah, he just kind of
Yeah, I don't think I have.
looks like a wrestler to me. He looks like a WWE guy or an AEW or PPG or
Jay.
Definitely a lot better than
Q R.
Avatar.
yeah. The
I ain't
who?
going to Avatar.
Oh, the new Avatar.
I think I'll skip that.
Is it the was it the water? The one about water? Well, see, they were just releasing Avatar again back into the theaters, but
Well,
This is
in
a new one.
5K Spanovision
This
type
is a
of
new
thing.
one.
and
They've
so-
got a brand new one coming
but
out.
they got a new one. That's why they
Yeah.
released the other one,
It's-
re-released it, so they could get people drawn in.
It's the fourth in what, like 8 or
Trilogy,
10 years
yeah,
or
the
something.
trilogy.
I think I'll skip that.
Yeah.
I was never into the Avatar stuff.
Me neither.
I liked it. That was good.
Tried watching it. Kind of like Elf. I can't.
Oh, Elf.
I wasn't
Oh,
enough-
I
wasn't
giggled
enough
my
fan.
ass off on Elf.
That's on today all day.
Yeah. Santa! Santa's coming.
My TV's played nothing but ER ever since I woke up. What's
1988. When was it on? Was it on in the
What are you
90s?
talking about? ER?
Yeah. When was it
Yeah, it
on?
was in the early 90s, I think.
88 through 90 something.
Something like that.
He's like freeze
I-
dried.
I didn't watch them back then, so it's all still new to me now.
Yeah, well,
That's just like House.
Every-
I watch a lot of House too.
didn't it come
but-
on at night? It came on at night when it was the first runs,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Right. So that was
prime time.
that was Sally Jesse Raphael, then whatever, then whatever, then at noontime, and then whatever in the evening, in the day room at the Sunnydale Camp for Wayward Boys. That's
I
the
don't
way
know
it
where
was.
the hell that came from.
Yeah, I do. I know exactly where it came from.
We just keep going off the rails, then we straighten up, and then we go right back
No,
up.
we ain't never. We
Well,
ain't
this
never
is
gonna
Friday
see
Night Live. This is where we just talk about whatever's on
Yeah,
our
we're just talking.
minds.
If there were more car events, we would do that. But I do
Yeah,
want to
so
do
start hosting car shows
somebody.
now.
Well, the main news is that the man that's had our show, he sold his place. We have no place for our car show now.
Oh, there at the last time you had it was at the docking bays there. And
He sold that,
well,
so we need to find a new place.
yeah, but you want someplace in Tip City, right? Yeah, to see that now that's the hard spot is to do it in Tip. You can always ask Tecumseh High School. You know, because they got all that parking lot. They got that. If you talk to the Tecumseh High
I think
School,
maybe the Dayton Airport or something.
That Ginghamsburg Church up there has got a huge parking lot.
Now they used to do a car show there, but they stopped doing it. They do the Blessing of the Bikes. I know. But
yeah. Oh no, that's Blessing of the Bikes is coming up.
that's in May.
I thought
Because
that
I'm
was-
getting
I thought that was at
notifications.
another
I'm
something.
getting flyers for next year.
I am too. I'm getting notifications every day, and I'm trying to. My new calendar's already starting to fill up, and I just don't know how I'm going to. Because I am going to have to pick one, maybe two if they're close together, but I can't do any more than that, and it's got to be within a so many mile radius. And I am going to start work on the Flossie in the spring, not this winter. Because I've got too much other stuff with Mom and Dad right now. Mom has too much stuff that she wants done to the house, even though it's totally up in the air whether or not they'll be able to stay there, but we don't know. But we're working on it. We're trying to get that. But she's got so much stuff we need to do to the house that's going to take up my time, and I'll do that. But when spring comes, once we get all that stuff taken care of, once spring comes, the Gopher will be back on the road for the short hauls, and I will be either bringing the Flossie over here or you over there, and we're going to try and get that together, depending on how you feel.
Sounds good.
You know what I mean? I just need you to weld those.
Or you're going to be busy.
couples. No, I was talking about you too.
Oh.
You thought you got out of it.
Keith didn't know he had his hand raised.
Busted.
But yeah, it all depends on that. But I because I need to get the Flossie done so that I know whether or not I need to replace the motor. Because I'm pretty sure I prepped some of the other motors that I pulled out of the Volkswagen. I do not want to put the 2100 in it because I know it does need some work. It needs rework. But if I put the 2100 in it, the front wheel will never stay on the ground and I'll just be messed up.
Pop wheelies.
Well, it's just way too much. And really, that motor was only made for drag racing. Floor it and go. Oh, I was able to find a movie that I've been hunting for the longest time. That was, I believe, 1980, either 78, 79, 80, or 81
The
movie.
car.
No.
Who starred in it?
That one I already have.
Who starred in it?
No, it's Dirt. It's called Dirt. And it's about off-road vehicles.
Oh, no,
and
no,
it was one of the things that you weren't even born in. Were you born in 80?
Yeah.
When were you born?
62.
Dang, he's old.
Oh, I forgot you are one of the old guys.
Yeah.
He's older than
You
I
were
am.
the one born in
I was born in 66.
66. Who was it that I was talking
You're
to
old
that was
too.
only born in the 80s? Pretty much everybody else.
All our friends are.
But anyway,
in the
Dirt.
80s.
So I found that, and it has a lot of the old school dune buggies and whatever. There's another one out that has the 40s and 50s dune buggies. They weren't Volkswagens; they were Model A's and T's and stuff that they moved the motor back, stretched the front end. You're sitting behind. Here's the front. The rear wheels are in front of you, and you're sitting behind it in a basket, so you can get all that traction.
Yeah.
And that's when they would fill the wheels.
When you said Dirt, I thought it was the Motley Crue movie.
Yeah, and then there's another one that I've been hunting for that I was able to get. Those are some of the movies I want to bring over to discuss. So I'll have to get them to you guys so you can see them. Another one was On Any Given Sunday.
Yes,
Or
very
on,
good movie.
On Any Sunday.
Is that the Al Pacino movie?
No. There's a whole bunch of them that have a similar name. I can't remember just
There's
exactly
a football
what it
movie
is.
that's called Any Given Sunday.
Right. There's so that's the football movie. Then there's one that's called either On Any Sunday or Any Sunday, and it's about motorcycles.
Oh no.
No, I know you didn't. Yeah.
I wouldn't know about it either.
I know, but I'm going to bring it over so you can look at it and stuff. Then there's a couple of them about early go-kart racing and stuff like that, all the way up to putting the 1 liter super shifter cart motors in and stuff. And I'm trying to find a copy of that I can get. So those are the things that I want to discuss. If we can do this every Friday, I don't know. It all depends on Mom and Dad. All depends on you guys and stuff like that. I mean, we don't necessarily need all of us. You can do them on your own if you want.
Yeah.
I can just give you the information, and if I can't get over, then you just let her fly. Because I can always copy yours and put it on my. I can do that stuff like that. But yeah, Digger is who? Wait a minute. We're neglecting Yukon Canoes. Hermes was the dentist. Yes. Gunsmoke and Bonanza. What? I've regressed. I watch. My dad still watches all of the Gunsmoke, but I've kind of got him over into 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s sci-fi, the old film noir,
Battlestar Galactica.
No, oh hell no, I never did. No.
I like that.
I did too, but Dad would just get into it, and
Lost
if I
in
didn't do
Space.
it, and well, we've seen
Space
all those.
1999.
But all of those mystery movies and stuff like
Buck
that,
Rogers
and
and
sci-fi.
20%.
Dad and I will get that. Believe it or not, being who he is and what's going on and stuff, even way back when, sci-fi movies, him and I would really talk about stuff, even though he's a Western thing. And then when they came out with Cowboys and Aliens and a couple of that, Firefly, which is basically cowboys in space. Remember that series that ran for 1 year, and then they canceled it, and then they made the movie Serenity. And then all that was the craziest thing. Why they canceled? But then they canceled Red Dwarf, and
You always cancel
Which
all the
is
good stuff.
basically-
Cancel the good stuff.
I know that was
Then they have all
basically
this-
cowboys
they have all
in
this
space.
garbage
That's
on.
that's all Star Wars was. I mean, that's all it was cowboys in space.
That's actually what Walking Dead ended up being the last
Yeah.
couple seasons.
Yep.
Is cowboys and
If Survivor would have never
Combat,
been
cowboys
popular,
and zombies.
if Survivor would have never been popular, there would have been no other.
Yeah, that's true. But there's been a lot of
Reality shows.
Well, yeah, the reality shows that are not or were not scripted, and this is just a personal thing. If they were not scripted, they could be good things. But when they got scripted for entertainment values or they got enhanced for entertainment values, it ruined a lot of people's lives.
There was some real
And it got
drama
crazy.
that happened to the one.
What, American Chopper?
No, the Chrysleys.
Oh, the Chris.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Chris Grizzly just he got
Chrisley did know best.
yeah. We'll see you in 12 years, Mr. Grizzly.
I had to say that. I'm
That
sorry.
blew my mind. I did not
I
see
never,
that coming.
I know, but I never did really care for him.
I actually watched that
I
show.
really-
I did watch
really?
it. I did watch it.
I just
every
didn't
now and
know
then.
what the situation was.
Well, I don't think anybody did.
Like I said, he didn't know best.
But some of the reality
goes to
shows,
prove
He
that-
thought he knew best.
yeah.
Those people that walk up to you in the first 3 seconds or whatever and say, "I'm a Christian," be careful.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I've just been burnt by too many people that did that.
Well, you know, and
Let's not get down that rabbit hole.
And
Just keep it on the straight.
what are you doing?
Keep
What
it
are
on
you
the
trying?
straight and narrow.
What are you trying to do there, buddy?
Just keep it on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Got to keep on off the road.
Oh, we're going to, because that's the world.
Okay, that's true.
You still have to live in reality. We can have our perceptions of the ideal, but the real always
Oh,
Trump
it always
screws
comes out.
Trump's
yeah,
the real.
the real always comes out sooner or later. I mean, you know, a lot of the say Jim Jones, you know, a lot of the, you know, just saying, you know, what was it? The World Church or whatever, where the aliens came down and whatever, and they said we all have to kill ourselves so we don't need this body anymore and whatever, stuff like that. Just saying.
They were convinced.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they were. Somebody was convinced.
Okay,
right,
we're going in backwards then. Okay.
right up to the
I
time.
don't mind going on backwards as long as I can get back to the main road.
Listen, I'm fearful for you being out on the back road. I'll take you,
Even with
but I'm
GPS.
not saying we won't run into somebody that goes, "Oh, you got a purry little mile." I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the way it was when we were at that one little town.
What? Now
If
watch
you
what
see
you're
somebody
saying.
that looks like Joe Biden sitting
I didn't
on
say
a
the
couch
town.
with
You
a
mean?
I didn't say
Oh,
the
I
town.
love that town. I love that town. That was pretty. He picks up the phone. He's trying to get a dial tone in his phone. He couldn't get none. He kept going. I can't get no service, but all I can hear is banjos.
I didn't say the town. I just said a
Now,
town.
you didn't say the town, but their moonshine festival was nice. I didn't say the town. I don't care.
Hey,
I love that
after a
town.
little bit of
Very nice
moonshine,
people,
nobody
though.
cares.
Those were some of the nicest
Yes, they
people
were.
we have ever met at any of
It was
the
good
places
breakfast
we've
too.
been. Yeah. Took him 14 miles. He made a 14-mile loop to try and get out of the town because your GPS wouldn't tell you where you were, and he just kept going around the ridge.
Yeah.
So the town's like in a big hole, and he was driving around the ridge so he could get a strong enough signal.
Somehow I got on the other side of town.
I
don't know.
just saw the sun and took every road that was so I could head south, because I knew if I headed south at least 25 miles, I'd be over the ridge, because it's in a big hole. Because if you go east, you're going to West Virginia. And so I had to go south and west to get back home. So I just kept driving with the sun out there. See, that's what you get. You left before me.
Yeah, I did.
And he drove around the ridge.
Because I was going to a show the next day, I think.
Yeah.
On the other side of Columbus.
Yeah,
That was the first time I went.
we could
The
almost
second time I went.
we could almost throw a rock into West Virginia.
Wow, I didn't we're that close. Wow.
Yeah, we were out there.
Okay. They were definitely out there.
Well, it's just like the one, like Tony will go on any Sunday was, I believe in 71. It may have been. Yep. He got 12 years, but he's going to show old footage, not already shown. So they're going to keep going.
Well,
Yeah,
I
dude's
thought for
in
sure-
prison, but let's see what next episode will
Yeah,
I
be.
haven't
that,
seen it on
I
lately.
thought-
I thought maybe they just yanked it off the air.
Well, that's what I figured is they just yank everything.
There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money in the
I know,
in the
but-
can. What they say is while he's in the can, and somebody's in his can, whatever. I guess.
Remember who said that? It wasn't me.
Yeah, remember
You
who
know,
said that? Because the
The
guy
thing
who's
is,
the guy who spent a lot of time in the Sunnydale Camp for Wayward Boys, he knows.
the thing is when you watch Chrisley Knows Best, he is such a
Any metro
prim,
metro,
proper. You know, he didn't want to
Don't they-
touch anything.
Don't
or
they call
anything.
that metro? What is that? Metro?
I don't know, but I can't imagine him doing well in lockup.
I can actually imagine him doing very well in lockup, just not the
On
way
all
you would
fours.
want to do it. Yeah. Just not the way you would.
Everything was his way though. You couldn't.
Oh, it's not going to be his way now, Bubba.
No, just don't drop the soap.
You, just,
I don't think it matters.
just say,
I don't think it matters if
Yeah.
soap's involved or not.
don't order no blow pops at the commissary. I'm just telling you right now.
Bubba's going to be going, Mr. Chrisley, come over here.
Yeah, see, because in the 90s to late 90s and stuff, they because cigarettes were king. I mean, and then they started doing away with cigarettes, and then they were switching over to other stuff because that was the only currency you had other than favors. So yeah. So when they started doing away with cigarettes, it even got worse.
Then you have to look for other favors.
You go right ahead,
I
buddy.
was going to say, I'm just glad you weren't there. I'm just because this conversation would be totally different. You'd be going,
I wouldn't say anything.
that glazed over look in your eyes going, tweaking it.
Nervous twitch.
Yeah, a little nervous. Anyway, but yeah, but no, the reality shows and stuff like that are, I mean, they a lot of the reality shows are owned and run by foreign countries, such as Australia, Britain, England, and stuff.
Well, that's where they originated.
Ireland, that's their crew. They send their crews over. So a lot of the crew that's on, like, I believe, what is it, the Gold?
Alaskan bush people.
Oh my God, that's a whole nother thing. And I don't want to disrespect dude that died because but anyway. No, what is it?
I
Gold
don't know if
Rush?
you've watched it recently, but
Yeah, I have.
things have changed.
Yeah, I have. Gold Rush, isn't it Gold Rush with Parker and all those guys and everything? That a lot of their are British.
Well, apparently a lot of them
videographers
started
and
out
whatever.
over there.
Yeah.
And
They bring over here.
they
But
want
a
to
lot of those,
recreate them over
a
here.
lot of those reality TV companies are owned by whatever, and they come over and they just want the drama, whatever, the whole thing, and because it sells, just like magazines and books and everything else. That's what sells.
I watch them. I'm guilty.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I watch very little.
I watch like Iron Resurrection and a lot of the
I like, yeah.
Hot Rod Garage.
Well, I watch a lot of
and
those, yeah.
stuff like that. I watch. A lot
That's
of
not really reality. It's just building cars.
No,
There
he's
is some drama.
he's
there.
one not on Iron Resurrection.
No.
He doesn't, because the
What was
Martin family doesn't do anything for that.
What was the one with Dan Short? Dan Short. He was the military guy that had the car restoration place, and
Phantom Works.
yeah, Phantom Works.
Oh, he
I just watched the thing on.
he kicked him out a long time ago. That they haven't made any new episodes for years.
right,
But it got to be
he
too.
just released a thing on YouTube yesterday under the Phantom Works name.
Yeah.
They are now. They're going to keep doing what they're doing,
Right.
but he's branching out into a something that you would probably be very interested in. He is starting today. They are opening a new store on premises.
Yeah.
That is all survival gear and
Oh, cool.
the
he was
meals,
a
the
big-
meals that'll last
Yeah.
40, 50 years.
Now
and all
he's up north, just on the border-ish
Canada.
type of thing. No,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if it's over the border in Canada or not. But there are several of those
that. Well,
ones
he's
that are.
definitely
Well, the
U.S.
Yeah, and he's all military high American
Well,
cars and
well,
stuff.
He,
like that.
he lives completely off the grid.
Yeah.
And now he has started a new business to help other people do the same
Yep.
thing.
Well, the painter from Iron Resurrection, he's got his own place now. Shorty.
Oh,
Short
yeah.
Dog? Yeah.
Well, actually, he always has.
He always did. He
if
was
you
just
ever go back
brought
and watch
over.
any of the Martin Brothers stuff, you'll see Shorty wearing
Yep.
his Shorty
Yep.
shirts all the time.
I thought that just
He
came
was
up.
always just the guy
Right.
that he brought in
Yep.
to help on certain
I thought it was just like
projects.
the guy that used to be in Boyd Coddington. That painter, he got his own place back in the day.
Who?
Mike, was it Mike? I don't
No,
know.
Mike Curtis did wheels and stuff.
No,
yeah.
For Foose first,
the-
and then
Yeah.
What was the painter that?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of
The
big.
painter that was with Coddington went over to Foose, and then he got his.
Well, there's a whole big thing about Chip and Chip's dad and Boyd and
Yeah.
everything and stuff. And again, that's the whole
And
craziness.
Boyd held it against Chip, but Chip never held it against Boyd.
But Chip doesn't have to. I really Chip's dad, I think, was just an awesome guy.
Oh yeah.
Just an awesome guy. Period. Just really, and then hot rod and or machine mechanic, painter, fabricator, custom builder. All that was just superior.
Was that Mike?
I just think he was an
Mike?
awesome guy. Foose.
No, was the painter's name Mike?
Mike
can't remember.
Curtis was not a painter. He was the guy that did all the machine work.
Right.
And
Who was the
made,
painter then?
he ran the machines that did the program,
Well,
the
who was
machines.
the
and everything.
painter for Foose then?
CNC to do the
Yeah, for the
cutouts.
CNC,
but who was-
CNC for the
but who was
wheels.
it?
I
painter
can't
for-
remember who the
I
painter
can't-
was.
I can't remember. either.
There's so many things. But
Well,
yeah,
it's just like what's his name, Richard Rawlings, the painter that he had on the early shows, was never really a full blown employee. He always had his
well, he had his own.
own
And,
painting shop.
and after a few years, he had enough and went. And then one of the
Yeah.
other guys picked it up.
The
and
one with the
went
long
on.
beard.
Yeah. Well, just
Oh,
like
that's
Aaron, when Aaron
Aaron.
left to start his
Yeah, Aaron was a
ArcLight, what an
Yeah.
ArcLight that he did
Yeah.
for all the Ford products for the Ford trucks and everything,
well,
because
I
nobody
believe
was
he's
doing.
still doing ArcLight.
Oh no, I believe. Yeah, no, he is. He just
He's in
not.
off road vehicles.
Yeah, he's just doing race cars, like all kinds of stuff and everything. But no, I mean those guys. After a while, a lot of things again, and nothing against the reality shows because they're entertainment. They're cool. People are making livings on it. They're a good, they're a bad, they're whatever, just like them, whatever. To me, it's just like those guys won't stay very long because they see
It's like
that
a
it's
soap opera. Some of them.
yeah, they're not for it. Those guys will just say no. You know, that's what I'm saying. For like the Martin brothers and stuff like that, those guys, they say no. They come in with a script. They go, no, we're building cars.
Right.
We're building
If you
cars.
wanna film
we're
it,
doing the right
fine.
thing. Whatever you film it, whatever. But there's no
There's no
story.
drama.
There's no script. There's no whatever.
But people still watch it because they like
But
to watch
they
it.
are excellent at what they do,
They sure are.
and they don't have to do that.
I really thought
Produce
that Dan Short's, a lot of his stuff was the drama parts.
You know,
I thought were scripted, but from what he said yesterday, none of that stuff was scripted.
yeah.
He did have some
Well-
hard cases come in there sometimes.
The guys from Graveyard Cars. A lot of
He's
scripting,
funny. I like him.
but see, it's
I
all
like
tongue
him.
in cheek. That's the whole thing. Graveyard Cars does all the.
All parts.
Yeah, it goes back to all the old zombie and horror movies. And
I like all the
classic stuff
T-shirts he has.
and whatever.
Those are so-
Absolutely, there's that I know of no one else doing what they do to the numbers on the cars. They are
there's-
licensed to be able to reproduce Mopars of that era from Mopar.
Yeah.
So everything they do is the paint, the numbers, the parts.
Right.
They undercoat it and seal all the seams exactly the
Right.
way.
Well, numbers
there,
matching.
there are
The
two
numbers
types,
matching kind
two
of thing.
types of automotive shows, though.
Mhm.
There's the ones that the network started it and owns it.
Yeah.
And there's other ones like Dan Short.
Yeah.
It was his idea, his name,
Well, he
and
did.
everything, and he promoted and put the show on.
Yeah, didn't they do
Basically.
DVDs, CDs, programming and stuff before that? Because I know the guys from
But I know Martin-
Graveyard Cars did
Right. Graveyard Cars. He owns all his own
production.
and everything. Martin Brothers does. I just said whoever it was, but
Mike, Dan, somebody. Yep.
yeah, Dan Short. But some of these other shows that we watch, these are
Yeah.
they're shows that went to these people and said, "We want to make a show about your stuff,
Right.
and this is what we want you to do." They do what
Right.
the network
It's
tells
a
them.
scripted. It's
Whereas,
a scripted
Dan
reality
Short says,
show.
American
"No,
Chopper.
I own
American
this
Chopper.
stuff. You're going to film it the way
Yeah.
I want you to film
Yeah,
it."
American Chopper to me is the quintessential going down the drain type of thing. They were basically ruined by, oh, well, this is good stuff. Continue that. Give us some more of
Right.
that. Do this. Throw that over there. Have a fight. Whatever. It has destroyed, to me, has destroyed their family. Not that they were the most stable to begin with. Again, this is all an opinion.
There are a
This
lot
is
of those realities.
this
That's
is
a story
discussion. I'm not casting dispersions and or saying anything about anybody. This is an opinion in a
A lot of
discussion.
those have happened
Period.
with people.
I can't. That's why
Stuff.
I could never. I don't think I can do it. I mean, I don't think I can do it and stuff like that because there are too many of the people that I would care about that are too close to whatever, that trust me too much to whatever. And I keep falling back and thinking about, well, will that help my key guys? Will it help the guys in the VA? Will it help whoever that, as far as the homeless? Will it help feed people? Will it help whatever? No, I can't see it doing that. I can't see it doing that. So why would I do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, doesn't mean I'm right. What the hell do I know? Just means I just can't see that, because in doing what I do, I try and do, as you know, I always think, well, I'm always thinking about the people that are watching.
It's going to benefit them.
Hey, yeah, because if it's not going to benefit them, why am I even going to do it? Because I don't need nothing.
You're doing it out of the generous of your heart.
Well, again, that's not what I'm saying either. I'm just saying that's why the reality shows and stuff like that, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying there are different levels. Well, it's just like people. There are different levels and people doing different things.
Life is like a reality show.
Isn't it just a mirror? It's a microcosm of entire society. That's what prison is. Prison is a microcosm. Little pieces of all kinds of sect and choices of society, bits and pieces of society compressed down to live within a 500 people in a small
just like
facility.
A big reality show.
Yeah, and it can get drama, and when it gets to be drama,
you don't want to be around.
No, it's a mess. It's a mess. Like the big riots they had during Lucasville riots and stuff back in the day, 80s and 90s, and all that stuff going on. Just craziness, just absolute craziness. Like it was the world, but. There are some guys.
When you get that many personalities,
It's a microcosm. You have that many different personalities squished out, and then you get people that say, "Well, this is the way you've got to feel and think." The same way, like when we go to certain car shows, they go, "Well, no, this is the way you got to feel and think."
They're trying to.
I'm here for enjoyment.
They're trying to tell people with multiple personalities this is what the way it's supposed to be, and it don't work that way.
No, it shouldn't. Yeah, but again, just like real life, what does Max have to say?
I think we're getting deep.
He says, "See you."
All right. Take care, Max. I'm not sure how long ago he did that, but thanks, Max. Sorry, we made that left, and we just kept on going. So NASCAR. we're just
kind of ignoring.
It's kind of like you. It's kind of like you.
We're just kind of ignoring.
Yep.
We're just kind of ignoring the GPS right now. We're just going wherever we want to go.
Listen, them GPSs. I got on to find the chicken place. Remember when we had the chicken? We got the chicken, the bucket of chickens they had. So I got on to find chicken place. I said, closest chicken place to me. It tried to send me to Indiana, saying that was the closest Kentucky Fried Chicken when I was less than 2 miles from a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I just wanted to know exactly where that Kentucky Fried Chicken was. So I didn't have to drive around.
Yeah.
Because they built these since I've been out, because I haven't had it for 20 some years. So
well, that's the problem. That when we
you're saying your GPS was a little outdated?
We went to
no, I'm saying it was crazy.
The year we went to Detroit, we were looking for a place for breakfast, and we were looking for a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
it took us into the Detroit airport
for Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
Do you ever think? I think that
into the road
somehow there's got to be a kickback thing on the scripts that are written for GPS. Whatever, there's got to be a kickback thing to take people to certain things. Because I know truck stops used to, on the CB, they used to run, which you're not supposed to. Used to run ads on the CB to go to this truck stop. Well, you'd have to pass 3 truck stops to get to the one that they're advertising.
I thought it was pretty funny though.
But that's the way it was.
Like,
I know.
We're going into the Detroit airport parking.
Well, see, back in the day, we could do that. We go to the airport. We'd walk all the way out to the sky ramp to go out where they're loading and unloading right there, walking right in, going into the planes and stuff. You could go and visit and whatever and spend the day looking and seeing whatever, because we used to do the whole people watching thing.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You got to go through an entire body search, cavity search, whatever and stuff.
They search every orifice.
You have 3 dates. You'll have 3 dates made before you get through the first security status.
They won't be the dates you want.
Mm-mm.
Where'd he go? He was up here someplace. Hootie's just
I
running.
saw his tail go across the
That's the
screen.
Houdini in him.
You never know.
He can be there for 1 second and be gone the next.
I saw the tail go across the screen for a second there.
Yeah, he was out here someplace. But no, I mean, we used to be, because we used to do the whole bus stations. So it's not as big as it used to be. Bus stations used to be a cool thing to go and watch people.
They weren't.
What? You can't do it now.
Not Greyhound downtown.
Yeah.
that wasn't a fun place to go.
When you're people watching, the weirder,
Well,
the more off the wall,
there was
the
a lot of
funnier
weird.
it was.
There was a lot of weird down
That
there.
was your Walking Dead right there. Those-
Yeah. 3rd Street down in the 70s.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
go down 3rd Street because I used to spend a lot of time down there. Yes, I did. 3rd Street in Dayton, that was the greatest place to watch them walk the street and do all that stuff and everything.
I think 3rd and Xenia down there are
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. Are they still?
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't
Not
have a
without a
car
back.
to cruise down
Not
there.
without a back.
I mean, I don't go down there, but
I don't either.
I used to get my 64 Buick, which wasn't a low rider, but it had ease in the front. So the front end was the front run, the oil pan ran about this far off the thing. I was always hitting manhole covers and stuff. And then I had the H's, J7850, which was the tallest tire that I could get that would fit inside a 6.5-inch rim. So I blew it out of that. They were really tall, and that station wagon, man, was cool. It had a bed in the back, had little dingle balls all around the windows and stuff.
dingle ball.
Oh, and I took the stereo out of the house, out of my apartment, and put in it.
Oh, home stereo speakers in the
Oh,
car.
yes,
that was
that was-
the way to
I
go
remember
back
those
then.
days.
I had those and stuff.
Just
Yeah.
wired up to your radio. In
I used
the
to
car.
cruise 3rd Street down Xenia, and then 3rd Street all the way down, back over to 5th, coming down 1st, back over around.
We didn't think anything about. Oh, that's supposed to be 4 of them, not 8 of them.
Yeah,
I remember.
well, I had crossovers. I would solder in
Oh, caps and coils.
crossovers and stuff, so
Yeah.
that it would, it sounded okay.
I remember back in the day. they
You
would-
just couldn't just blare. It wasn't, it didn't have a lot of drive to it, but it sounded good, especially in the station wagon.
I remember when gas was low, we'd cruise like Pickwood, and we decided to go to Greenville.
Yeah, gas had to be low because I think average was 9 miles a gallon in that thing. It was the big block nail head with the low profile AFB carburetor, which is about like this big around, but only about this tall. You just might as well stood there with a picture just pouring gas.
But they worked.
Oh, and it run.
That's someplace
Oh,
safe
it ran.
as you drive.
Had the big 3.5-inch finned drum brakes on it.
Oh,
Yeah, they were real wide and real tall, filled up the whole backing and stuff like that. But man, once
Like a
you got up
hoopty.
to like 120 and just hit them, it just glazed over like nothing. But the Pontiac, that 455 Pontiac, that 73 455 I had, would do the same thing. You had to be above 30 to even get any acceleration out of it. Because if you would mash it at a standstill, it would just go whoa. It wouldn't do anything. But above 30,
it had 273 gears or something.
yeah, it was high. It was
Yeah.
a big highway gear because once I got out on the highway, if you're doing the speed limit was 70 back,
Yeah.
before they went down to 55 and then back up to whatever. So if you're doing 65, 70, and those Mopars, the 71 Chargers and Challengers and all that stuff would come up beside me and start to go around me. So I'm doing 75 mile an hour with this 2-speed Dynaflow. Bam! It go boom, what? And I literally, I could go from the highway and go down from back when they had the rest stops every so many miles. I could go from rest stop to rest stop, have to turn around, come back, and get another tank of gas. But it would run out 140-ish, whatever, and the Mopar would get in front of me like that, and then I would slowly pull up on him, and you could hear his quads all the way open. The AFB was all the way open on this. Whoa!
That's when gas was
Just
like
creep.
$1.50.
I could just kind of creep on him and stuff like that, but then that gas gauge, literally, you could see that gas gauge moving.
I had a hearse like that.
Oh, the 50, did you have the 500 in it or 478, the 472?
429.
The 429 in the hearse? What year? Was a 67?
67.
Yeah.
It was the last year for a 429.
Yeah.
68, they went to the 472, which was well better,
Yeah.
way better engine. 429 was actually, it started life as a 360. Then Cadillac changed it to a 390.
Mhm.
Then they stroked it again to a 429. By then, there wasn't nothing left to bore out anymore.
No,
the
yeah.
block was thin.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of those big ones and stuff, we sleeved blocks, and because when they went into the water jackets on a lot of motors, then we had to sleeve them and take them back down. But so we could keep the motors. It wasn't that you had crate motors back then so much either. So nowadays,
Actually, now think about it. They started life, Cadillac started it as a 331 back in 49 or 50. And then it went from 331 the bore and stroke to a 360 or a 330, then a 360, then
Mhm.
390, then they went to a 429. By the time they got to 429, it was
He's watching this
Gosh.
live stream. I know that was scary. Did you think that you were having another one, another episode?
Why is he sitting here on the video watching the video?
Well, it's just like kids that are
I'm looking
sitting,
at the
and I
comments.
say kids, that's usually anybody under 35 to me. Anyway, sitting next to each other and they're texting
Yeah.
or live or FaceTiming each other, and they're sitting right next to each other. I have not figured that one out yet. The new crate motor that Chevy did, it's a 6 whatever. It's the biggest crate motor that they make now, 1,000 horsepower. 1,004 horsepower, but 1,000.
LS3.
No, it's the crate motor that they make now. It's the Chevy. I just saw a thing on it last night that they said if you want, and it's the old block. It's not an LS block. It's the old blocks
Oh.
that they're making 1,000 horsepower, and it's
Ford just did the same thing.
with but they went from the Coyote. Aren't they using all the Coyote blocks now, or are they still using the old blocks?
I think it's Coyote block,
Coyote
but
block.
they have bored and stroked the crap out of it, and it's like a 8-liter or something. It's phenomenal. It's,
This was huge. 1,000
stupid
horsepower. 1,000 horsepower out of a crate motor you just
Probably
bored
what
in.
they put in the Cobras.
And the reason they're using the old blocks and all that stuff is so that they can put them in all the cars that it'll fit into. Because a lot of the new, LS motors won't. I saw them hack. They had to cut a hole in the dash to put the intake because they put some type of LS whatever in a Camaro. And since it had to set so far back because the motor, how they're much
With
deeper
that
and stuff.
Copo.
Yeah.
No, old Camaros, 70s, like 70, 71, 72, 74 Camaros and stuff. Before they went, when they go to the third gen, was that 73, 74?
Third gen?
74.
82.
No, that's fourth gen, isn't it?
Or yeah.
Because I had an 85. That was a fourth gen.
Yeah, because you had the
70,
70s,
70.
I had an 85 and 98.
72. That's not third gen. That's second gen.
Yeah.
So
70s.
third, 79, 74.
74.
It went from 70 to 71, or 70 to 81.
Well, 73.
They didn't change them a lot. after
70
the
to
third
73 is pretty close identical. I don't know. We've got a Camaro guy here that doesn't know.
They didn't change.
I think 70.
They didn't
to
change the
81
body styles a lot after the
were
third gens.
Pretty much the same, and then 82 they
The
went
fourth
to
and fifth they changed like every 5 years.
You gonna go try and figure it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get without losing something.
I can get on my phone if you want.
I may actually. No, I'm going to lose the whole thing here. So I better quit that because
I'll do it.
that computer.
I swear it was the first
When
gen
did
Camaros.
when did third gen
69.
start? Keith is what you're hunting for. Yeah.
I'm just
I
talking
think
about
it started in
generations.
82.
Really? I thought it was 74.
First gen 67 to 69.
Yeah.
Second gen 70 to 81. Third gen
81. You're right. Yep. You're right.
Third
And
gen.
81 went, or 82.
I'm down to one viewer.
that,
How many you got?
oh, I've had zero.
Oh,
forever.
zero.
We lost everybody.
I know we went way off into the prison thing and all that other reality show thing, but hey,
Hey,
we're together. We're talking.
we
Oh, here it
appreciate
is.
you guys watching, but if
Absolutely.
you don't,
Yeah. No,
we're just talking.
Third gen
We're
82,
just talking.
82 to 92.
Yeah.
Fourth gen 93 to 02.
Then there was a skip.
Fifth gen 10 to 15. Sixth gen 16 to present.
So what year did they stop doing them and then they brought them back?
10. They started
Okay.
doing them in 10, and they stopped doing it in 02. Was supposed to be the last one.
In my personal opinion, they should have never brought them back. But
What, Camaros?
yeah, I just,
Really?
dude, I wasn't a fan of Camaros from
Well, they're shutting them down
1967
again next
on.
year, so
I've never liked.
you'll get your
Camaros.
wish.
From an engineering standpoint, they were one of the worst engineered cars ever. Just look at how they rotted out, dude. They were
Oh, that's just
And-
General Motors.
doors were
Period.
so big and so heavy they sagged.
That was
Yeah.
just General Motors, dude. That's just
Well, that's part of design.
yeah.
You know,
Well, they're shutting them down again next year, so
Yeah, I haven't
get your
seen any
wish.
more on the Chevelles because they brought the Chevelles back, a reincarnation of the 70 Chevelle, which I didn't think looked too bad. comparatively to the new Mopars that they brought out, because that whole reincarnation that they brought out and whatever's supposed to be, so the retro styling and stuff. But I haven't seen any more about it lately. It was a couple months ago when they announced it all and showed pictures, but I haven't seen any more about
I saw a picture of that, but it was either somebody's one-off creation or it was a Photoshop of what they should have done.
Yeah.
I think
Something
Cooley's
like
been in the
that.
catnip.
KJ in Ohio. Ha 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 ha. You're one viewer.
You're one
KJ's funny. Love you, Kevin. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, we're back up to 2. Hey.
Everybody,
I'm still
everybody
on
had
zero.
their dinner break. They're coming back. I think Cooley's been into the catnip. He's looking up.
Hootie dog.
Well, if he latches onto your leg with all 4 claws,
You'll be hurting.
let me know. Like we won't already know.
That's
No,
the way
we
mine.
don't know real
That's what
quick.
happened to mine because it would see a cat outside and it would turn on me and it would grab my leg. So sometimes I had to leave the house. I had to put a blanket around my legs so it wouldn't attack me. Just saying.
Yep, we appreciate it, Kevin. Yeah, it's just been everywhere. Have you been watching since the beginning? Because we've made that circle for real. We've wandered around.
We've been on every
Been an
back
hour and
road.
10 minutes.
Oh my,
We've been on every back road we can.
we've
imagine.
been
You've been around the block.
yeah, back roads. It used to be so cool when I had my sand rails out or the dune buggies early on, and then motorcycles even before that. It just fill up the tank and just take off on a back road. And this was before GPS. This was
Yeah.
before whatever. We had the little magnetic compass on the dash type of thing, whatever. Which, if you were riding with me, was just probably going like this most of the time, because in the sand rail it's like. But yeah, I was seeing a couple guys when I said I found that movie, the Dirt movie, about all the sand rails, about all the dune buggies, about all the off-road stuff and everything, which, that was 80-ish. So I'd already been into it from 69 up through that. Just brought back a lot of memories of just getting on roads and just going wherever. The noise you hear is him rattling a bag, playing with the cat. But yeah, just go, with the gas situation and stuff. I mean, that still is done with guys, mostly on motorcycles now and everything, but that is still done with guys, but you just can't get in and go. And that was like therapy for me.
Oh, it was.
Working all those hours, going through everything, taking care of everything I was taking care of and all that stuff. That was straight up like therapy, from the motorcycle to the sand rail, whatever. Now my Chevelle, in the Chevelle or the 67 Buick, or even in my 64 the station wagon stuff, I didn't just get in those and just go off. I had purposes where I would go. So it'd be Friday night dragging or racing and stuff like that, or Saturday, Sunday cruising, get a girl and go cruising or whatever. But just to get in, I used to get in my sand
Used to
rail.
get a girl.
Yeah, once in a while. Yeah. Then there was those other guys that started out to be girls, but then,
Grab as they fly by.
I hardly ever had anybody
Joking.
ride with me ever.
Really? Well, not so
Nobody
much on the
likes me.
bike, and the sand rail, because that was my time.
As of right now,
Yeah.
my van has only ever had one passenger in it.
Juicy?
No,
Juicy's not been
my
in there?
neighbor. My neighbor, when me and him went to Columbus.
Well, who was it I saw it? Oh, that was it Jenny? No, that was Oh, but you weren't taking him any place. You were setting it
No,
you were setting it a
nobody's ever
show.
rode with me in
Yeah,
it
you were setting it a show.
except for Butch, my neighbor. Nobody rides with me anywhere. Even, hey, the Falcon was no fun. Nobody ever went with me. That Falcon,
I love that car.
let's see.
The wagon?
Yeah, the purple
I
wagon.
love that one.
I was with Dory when I first, I wasn't with, Dory rode in it, but only once or twice.
He
Other
said
than that, no chicks ever ride with me.
he's got a 10-minute, he's got a lag. We were discussing this before. He said every time that he makes a comment, 10 minutes later it pops up on the screen,
Huh.
and then we see it and go to answer it. So he has to stick around for a while if he wants any answers to anything.
Who's that?
Sorry, Kevin.
That's our secret.
But you got the good internet out there in the boonies. You hit the woods, then you drive for like 10 miles, you get to his place.
Oh, okay.
He's out there.
Mhm.
But he's got fast internet here, so I'm not sure what it is. But my system's kind of rough. But yours was coming through yours because you were on his,
I don't know,
right?
were you on my channel or his channel? Probably your channel,
I don't
because
know.
he was reading comments. Nobody
reading
comments
comments,
on
I
that
don't know.
channel.
I assume it's probably his. I didn't pay attention to which channel I was on.
I can't. What time? The time I accept for one reason. I don't know. Anyway, that's yeah. Motorcycle sand rail was my time. The cars and stuff like that were either for a purpose and everything. So I didn't cruise in those. But that was, like I said, therapy for me. And I understand that
That's
it
when
still
gas was
is.
like $1.25.
Yeah. So I remember the gas wars and stuff. It was 55 cents. They'd try and sell cheaper than they run one across the street, and they'd get down to 55 cents, which was exactly what they were paying for it.
I want to say it was about 86 cents when I started driving. Around
I can't remember that for
83.
Mom remembers 25 cents.
Wow.
She always told me about that, 25 cents.
Where a quarter actually got you something.
Yeah, yeah. You could go to the luncheonette there in some of the small towns where my dad grew up and stuff, outside of Marysville, way out in the country. Now it's all big city, suburb, it's whatever developments and stuff. But those, you could go into their the Five and Dimes and you could get a lunch for a dime.
Oh,
And that was a big sandwich and a drink and something.
That's never happened in
Well,
my
I'd be really big then.
Yeah. Well, most of the sandwiches were fried bologna or cold bologna and cheese.
Yeah, I
sandwiches.
love fried bologna.
I do too. Have you ever had bologna gravy? Has Mom ever fixed you bologna gravy?
No.
Bologna gravy and biscuits, which they really can't have anymore. But oh my gosh, bologna gravy and biscuits, and the biscuits my Mama Sparks used to make and stuff. The biscuits she'd make would be like 5. It'd be a biscuit. I mean, it'd be nice big. It'd weigh like 5 pounds. You could put it down. You could put it down in the gravy. You'd pour gravy over it. And when you went to get another spoonful,
Just suck it all
the
up.
gravy was gone. So I used to get that.
Flashback.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Buttermilk biscuits.
Yeah. Yeah. She would do that and fried bologna gravy, and then we'd fry a soft egg and put on top of it. Oh my God. You'd eat that and then you'd have to sit down and go, awesome.
I kind of felt like that yesterday.
Did you?
I did too.
Yeah. I haven't felt like that for a while. I mean, because I have to keep it down to a portion, a little bit of portions and
That's
stuff.
why
I filled the plate up yesterday and I finished it.
Well, you could stand to do that because you're a little bony. You don't maintain. I don't think you store your fat. I think you burn it off really fast.
Yeah, well, these days.
Yeah. Well, if you don't,
ain't no fat on me.
yeah,
Really.
that's what I'm saying. If you don't keep up with at least the fat content, it's going to eat away at your muscles.
Yeah. Well,
and that your brain's your biggest muscle. Look at that.
that muscle's
No,
dead.
that one.
I don't have any muscle. It's all fat.
Are you saying fat head? You got a fat head?
No, I don't know.
KJ, from Ohio. Oh, Foster, what's up, buddy? We are losing our minds here.
Smoke signals are faster and more reliable.
We overdosed on the turkey yesterday with a tryptophan.
The tryptophan. I know that's why you crashed
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, I was out
I
last
don't know,
night.
something gave me a bad headache. And that's why I crashed. But
Yeah. Couldn't have been those 52 kids.
maybe.
Yeah, we only had adults yesterday, which was cool, but it would have been a nice having like Christmas and stuff with all adults is okay. It's good to see everybody, but it's always cool to have the kids just lose their minds. But I can only remember kids from like the 70s and 80s, so I'm not sure if kids today, because I see a lot of stuff on YouTube and whatever and stuff, kids open their gift and it's something like phenomenal. I think would be crazy and they get all pissed off and walk off. And I'm going,
Mm-hmm.
really? You that would go right back to the store if it was my dad.
You don't like it? We'll just take it back.
Like that commercial. What did you get for Christmas, Jimmy? I got a bike. Kicks it.
Oh, and the other guy got insurance. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Yeah, some of those commercials are just.
All right.
I mean, they're
I
ingenious.
always pick my worst
but-
commercial for the year, and it's
What was
already the Kohl's commercial.
Which one is that?
They use the Earth, Wind, and Fire song, the 25th of December.
I haven't seen it,
I think I have seen
but I don't
that.
watch regular TV, so
I always pick one. It's either that or when they have the guy riding the razor. Santa Claus riding the razor.
The Noel,
man, that commercial's
that's
been out
old.
since
Sometimes
70,
they'll show
71.
that. Sometimes
maybe.
they'll show that.
They still show that?
Oh
Sometimes.
yeah. Actually,
Wow. That'd be flashback. That'd be
I always pick one commercial that I just absolutely hate.
there's that commercial they still show, and then there's the what do they call that, chocolate blueberry or that's the name of that stuff. But they've been showing
one's in
that.
the red wrapping.
No, it's a commercial where everybody's trying to be the animal.
Oh,
Yeah,
so trying to be the bunny?
Yeah.
The
all the different animals trying to be the bunny.
Lion,
Cadbury cream.
Cadbury's, that's it.
Yeah.
Those are my
But
favorites.
they still show that same
That same
Cadbury
commercial?
Those things are
Yep.
good.
Oh, what I think is really cool is the Jimmy Dean commercials. For the sausage and the Jimmy Dean restaurants and all that stuff. He's been dead 30-some years.
Yeah, he's been gone.
He's still getting royalties from that.
I don't know who's getting them, but
I can
somebody
remember
is.
as a kid, I kept thinking that Jimmy Dean was actually James Dean.
Oh,
and everybody's
yeah.
like, "Oh, James Dean's is dead," and I'm like, "No, he's not. He's switched over to the sausage business." I swear.
How long did you believe that?
Oh, I don't know. When
Yesterday?
I was way little.
He still
than I
does.
am now.
Way littler than you are. Holy shit.
Not much bigger, right?
No, not much.
How tall were you when you graduated the high school?
About the same as I am now.
Really?
5'1"
Yeah, I was 6'3" something, and then I'm
I think I got
4
to
inches,
this at
4 inches shorter.
about 14 or 15 and said, "That's enough. I'm done."
I just kept growing.
How tall were you when you graduated high school?
Probably over 6 foot.
I was 6'3", 270.
My growth spurt was really like in high school.
Yeah.
Just kept growing this way too.
Which wasn't good for my health
just-
because it was all screwed up anyway.
I have
Yeah.
no concept
I
of
kept growing both ways.
You don't remember?
300 plus. I have no concept of.
Oh, yeah, well.
It was like up and wide both ways.
It flashes every now and then, but I think it's just my computer getting ready to freak out. Freak out. A freak.
So yeah, everybody come to Opie's next week.
Yeah, come to Opie's,
It'll be
and
cool.
then come to Jeff
well worth
Lane's event there in Xenia. Shane will be there.
Oh, the Lines thing?
Jeff Lane.
Lane. I don't know about that one.
It's the
Power.
Panorama.
Oh, okay. I think it's been
It's a
Lane.
big car show out in Xenia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Lang Chevrolet.
It's a big show.
No,
really
Jeff,
big show.
Jeff Lane and Shane are together on that.
Yeah. That's the guy we met at the.
And they do have some awesome rides set up.
Yes,
Some
and
stuff that
some
people in the Dayton area haven't seen
personalities.
for quite a while.
Yeah, personalities coming in from around the country.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Seems so far away though.
what, the January? Oh, actually,
Blake.
yeah, it's going to be here before you know
I
it.
sure
I
hope
got
so.
so much stuff to do.
I do need a little break.
You need a break.
Just a little break. Maybe about a month.
Which one?
About a month break. About a month break from all the craziness of the shows and stuff.
What?
Need to regroup.
I mean, I understand, but
About a month would be good.
Say we never get enough, do we?
that's the problem. I got that FOMO thing about missing a show,
Yeah.
and it starts to really wear on me. And I've got to.
Once I get
just
used
got
to it,
realize
It's nice for a little break.
I don't have to video everyone.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to. That's that whole psychological.
It's just
thing
nice to have
because-
a little
yeah,
break.
yeah.
Just a little break.
That's why I try and do, like I said, there's 400 cars at an event. I try and video at least one shot of 400 cars. Killing me. I mean, you know.
You're killing me,
It's
balls.
killing me. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to do some of it. But that's always nice. That's always nice when we get the drone footage, and we got some ideas about doing some more of that
Yeah,
stuff. and everything, so.
We're gonna attach one to the dog and let the dog walk around with it.
Well, we've come up with different ideas.
Dog, cat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm thinking we need to revisit trying to clean and or repair your 360.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about that the last couple days.
It might even be
Because-
worth trying to send it in.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because man, that was a cool camera.
It really was. It just.
But I
we
really
gotta
only
figure out-
got that one show out of it,
Cavalcade.
Cavalcade, and
Cavalcade.
And
I
then
didn't even
issues.
process all the video because
Cavalcade.
it just so time consuming.
Yeah.
I mean, so time consuming.
Well, that's why I'm looking at the
I still think 360 cameras are the way of the future. Though.
the X3. So they've got the long one. I can't remember it. I think it's just called the X3 now.
Okay.
It's the tall one.
The one that all drag race guys are using.
No. That's the GoPro. This is
okay.
This is
Yeah, because theirs is
a 360. This is
3 or 4 inch square.
yeah. That's the second generation of I can't even think of the name of it, but they've got a third generation coming out. They haven't released it yet. They released the little mini GoPro before they're going to release it. So they've done the GoPro 11, the GoPro Mini, which isn't that much smaller.
No, it's really not.
And they just took the screen off, which is all it is. So it's kind of back to the Ghost, the helmet cams that was a Ghost.
Oh yeah.
You just point it in a direction. There was no way knowing whether or not you recorded anything or not
Yeah.
until you went to pull the card out. Yeah.
Right.
So any of the Ghost or any of those and stuff. But I mean, that's always good because it's made for what it is. But yeah, this X3, 360 X3 or whatever it is. Anyway, it's the third generation of that. They've got the X1 and the X2, and this is the X3. As of now,
to
it
do
is
what we're doing,
right.
where you're turning a camera on and just letting it run for
That's what you're right.
all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
going up and down aisles of cars
Yep.
and stuff. The 360 camera, it's still just too much to have to do to separate out all that
What post? Yes, post work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Post-
any post work. It's the best thing to turn it on and just go because you can come back later and pull everything out. But the post work you have to do
post-work-
software wise is just horrendous.
You think your post work is
I know I couldn't do
tough
it. I
now.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do
it'd
it.
probably be 6 times more.
The 20 hours
to
it
do it
takes
on
me to do
360.
all this now
Yeah.
per one, I can't go 60 because it'll be next week. I'll be on the next. That's why Dad goes, well, won't you just take a break? I go, Dad, I still have 60 hours worth of work to do. I still have 3 videos I haven't even touched yet.
Yeah.
And Thursday's coming. So if I don't have them up by Thursday, then I have to start shooting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday again.
Yeah.
I'll never, what's the use of going out and shooting it if I can't put it up? Not complaining. I was just trying to discuss that with.
We haven't asked if Tony's out there yet.
No, if Tony.
Tony who?
Not Tony.
Tony?
If Tony was out there,
He would have said something.
I'm pretty sure he would have said
Probably
something.
out fishing.
Fishing? It's dark out there.
It ain't dark enough.
Well,
yet.
maybe he was fishing.
Oh, is it dark yet?
Do you think he went fishing today?
Oh
He
yeah,
may
it's
have.
after 6 o'clock. It's darker than shit.
Yeah,
outside.
Nice language there.
Yeah, it's
It's
dark.
it's dark.
It's very dark.
Is there?
I'm saying before days probably.
I don't know. Because we started a little earlier than normal.
Yeah.
We thought more people would be up around.
Well, my theory was there that folks will be off work, but
Probably
they'll
shopping.
still be doing whatever. It's still like a family thing.
Probably
or
doing the Black
trying to
Friday.
recuperate. Yeah, the Black Friday stuff. Since I'm not
I
going out.
I ain't doing that while I'm whipping a chair anymore.
I'm
They're
not
probably still tripping off the tryptophan. And
Yeah, a lot of them are
they're
still
home
whatever
laying
stuff.
down.
But since I was going to come over here, and I know he wanted to.
I have nothing else going on.
That's not the thing. It's every 20 minutes you call. You're going to do it live. 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 Yes, Keith, come on over.
I did? Oh, I can't remember that.
It was a couple of hours ago.
Oh yeah. That's when I was on the interstate.
But no, I mean, so just come and get together, and I get to come over and see everybody and catch up and whatever, and see the cat. So wherever
Wherever he went.
Yeah, I know.
He
He had enough of us. He said, "Boy, you guys are just."
He was freaking out about 5 minutes ago. I don't know where he went.
He's right.
Hootie dog.
The model thing too, I want to try it. If you can get the 360 working and get a better grip to where you can actually hold it and it hangs low and you can walk into the models.
Well, and I'm
And around the
actually
models.
already kind of thinking about some different ways to suspend the camera
Mm-hmm.
and everything for model shows
Mm-hmm.
to still be able to get in there and
Yeah,
get
'cause
close up. And,
The normal grip that we use now, that's not, you
No.
turn them upside down and weight them.
yeah.
But with a 360 turned upside down and weight it, and you could get down in there and go right down to it. With that 360, all you'd have to do is go in it, and then you could do the whole.
Yeah. The only thing is you have to watch out because sometimes you need to change your camera settings or whatever
Mhm.
if it's going to be close up.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
you could end up with some blurry footage just because
Yeah.
you were too far away or too close.
Right. We need to think about that and either try and clean it again, get it ready or whatever, or send it. You could contact Insta360. Yeah, it's the Insta 3X. I think that's what it is. Is the one I'm talking about. Anyway, contact them and see what they would do, charge you to look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It really is a cool camera. I love the concept of it, but
yeah, the potential is really for what you shoot and everything.
I love the concept of a 360 camera.
Yeah,
just have to go around one side of the car.
I just kind of think maybe I might have bought that one a little too early.
Yeah, durability wise and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Well, the same thing that's going on with the X3, the Action, the Action 3. They're still you don't hardly see anybody out there saying anything about it no more because its issues hasn't been fixed.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to work all that out and everything. Like I said,
the newest one.
mine's still in the box. I really want to not open it until I get the sound and my microphone so that I can register them all at the same time, and that way claim that they were gifts. So that maybe they'll help me, maybe they won't. If I do it now, and then try and do anyway, I have a rationale in my head. We'll see what happens. But there's been a lot of people out there that have just lost their $320 some dollars.
Yeah.
Because the camera's unusable.
Making a new version.
Well, I meant the new X3, the Action, the new one with the
my 360 camera, same thing.
Yeah.
They're already making the next generation one.
Maybe I'll just wait until DJI makes a 360. Because you know that'll work.
I think they might. Yeah, you would think. But again, let's look at the Action 3 that's going on right now.
It's both of us.
Yeah.
We've both done our own research. And we both know that DJI is about the best out there for affordable drones. We know that the cameras are about the best out there in their price range. Yeah. And we know that the microphones, the wireless mics, are about the best. Yeah.
I just think that they tried to push out the X3. I think the Action 3, excuse me. I think they tried to push it out just a tad too fast because the 2 was good, but had the heat issues and whatever stuff. They corrected a lot of that, and they were just trying to get it out to compete with the GoPro, whatever. And I think that, like we would discuss, the third-party manufacturer of parts sent them a crap load of inferior parts that were not calibrated. Their lens depth were not calibrated because those come in. They come in screwed down and then permanently glued so that they can't be moved again.
It's just like a car, guys. You all know. Don't buy the first year of production
usually, but this was the third year of production for that series of camera. You would have hoped that would have been done, but like I said,
it was still a brand new camera.
Right, it's a third-party supplier of parts, which General Motors has had their fit with that. Ford has had their fit where they're buying third-party parts to build their cars, and had issues and had to do recalls. I would have hoped that DJI would have put out a recall, but they didn't. They just said, sorry about your luck.
You're on your own.
Yeah. So, anyway, we've made that circuit.
We just keep going around these little circles.
Yeah. So I'm back down to 1. Yeah, I'm back down to 1. So yeah, we are done. Pill time. I got to get home, mom and dad and stuff. Those of you that stopped by, I appreciate it. Those of you that'll watch this later, I really appreciate it.
Those of you that are actually going to sit here and watch this, Tom's really.
And if anybody got some ideas where we can have our car show,
I'm sorry that we wasted an hour and a half.
Yeah, Keith, you can contact either one of us, and we'll get the information to Keith, whatever. But he doesn't know it. Well, he does know it. He just may not like it, but he will have a Facebook and a YouTube channel this year. For this season, whether or not he puts anything up or I have to go over and put it up for him, we'll figure that out. So
he may have a Facebook page and not even do anything with it, but he will.
Yeah,
I'll be the mystery man.
Yeah, like I don't have nothing to do, right? Yeah, I don't have nothing.
How
to
did
do.
that come up?
Yeah, but we're still working on a name for him. I still think, like Digger said, something to do with Camaro, and Digger said Camaro Keith. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah,
Camaro Keith. Keith keeps wanting to go smart guy, just because they used to call him flip phone, but now that he has a smartphone, he wants smart guy.
But we don't think that fits.
No, I didn't say that. I just don't think it matches what he'll be doing as far as whatever. But he is a Camaro guy. You've had 3 different ones, right? 3 different iterations of the generations and stuff. So don't know if you'll ever buy another one, especially if they...
Probably not. This will be the last one.
I know they're going to close them out, but they've already made plans, whether or not anybody knows about it. They've already made plans for the Camaros to come out, and basically what it is, a rebadged Corvette. I've seen the prototype type of thing. It's basically a Corvette with a Camaro nose on it.
Really?
Well,
I haven't heard that one.
Cadillac did the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
had, they had a Corvette base.
I've heard like 4 doors and electric and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they've got to. GM has to pull a quote unquote mid-size, which I don't consider the Camaro mid-size. But then again, they've changed a lot of things.
They're mid-size compared to the older ones.
Right.
Compact and the subcompact aren't what they used to be.
They're a lot longer than
the
old
mid-size.
ones.
They've got to come out with a mid-size electric car, and they may do that because look what they've done to the Mustang. The Mustang, they've got the EV Mustangs. They got the Mustang crossover, which is 4-wheel drive electric Mustang type of. It looks like a utility vehicle.
Who knows what the future is going to be?
I know it's what it. Oh, I know. I got to guarantee it's going to be a mess. That part I'm pretty sure.
That's another rabbit hole we don't want to go down.
You know what we used to do with rabbit holes, right? Well, groundhogs actually, but we used to take and
drop in them,
throw smoke bombs into them, fill them full of smoke, and then put buckets over all their exits, and then put a garden hose in, so it's smoke and water.
Well, that's what they did in Caddyshack.
Oh yeah, to the Gophers. I got news for you. I'd have been there with like a 7mm with a scope on it if I was the Gopher, and when he was trying to shoot him, I'd have just pulled up like that, and he'd have saw me and his scope, and I'd have
just picked them off.
I'd have been into that. But anyway, so I appreciate guys. Thank you again. Oh, we got 2. We got 2 back. We went down to 1. We're back to 2. But yeah, we're gonna do that. So name for Kieth. For his church, they need a someplace close to Tip City to do their yearly car show. So if anybody's got any information about that, I still think contact Tecumseh. That's just down the road. They're on 40.
You're out of Gainesburg. Check it out.
Yeah. Christiansburg, the park in Christiansburg, that was a good show. That was all in the grass, but that was a good show, and there's plenty of room there.
Yeah. We don't know what we're gonna do yet.
Yeah. So I mean, those guys.
We hate to stop doing it because it went to a good cause.
Yeah. I would still like to see more of the Ohio car shows and cruise-ins group, the Ohio-wide group and stuff, because they have so many members now. I don't have the exact number, but it's like huge.
65,000.
It's huge. I would still like to see a Ohio car shows and cruise-ins group get together somewhere central Ohio.
Well,
but
they tried the one year.
I know, but
at the epic flood.
if you can't, I was there. I videoed every bit of it.
I saw the video.
But I still had a blast. If we can do someplace central to that, that would be great. If not, even if we had to have it down here and had a regional, so southern, southwestern, whatever, because I may be able to, as I told several people, there are some parks around that I have kind of an inside track to, and there are 7 parks that will hold a lot of cars in the Dayton area that I may be able to get somebody in to actually have those events. There where you went to do the British cars.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge park.
It's a nice park.
That's a huge park. Lots of trees, flat ground, not lumpy.
Yeah.
And lots of places to put stuff, and lots of spectator parking, and lots of things to set under trees and benches and have whatever. So, I mean, that's one of the many that I could probably talk to somebody about. So just let me know. I will be doing, hopefully, once I get the microphone set up, I will be doing some more of the one-on-one interviews with a lot of personalities that are historical and or support people for the last 60-some years. In the car field and everything, the car clubs and everything. He's playing with the cat over there again. Yeah, love you all, and hopefully we'll get through this winter and see what we can do.
Just not 8 feet of snow.
Yeah.
God,
Still looking for parts of scooters and or whatever leftover stuff. for a digger. We're going to build him something, whether it be 3-wheel, 4-wheel, 90-wheel. It doesn't matter. Motors, batteries,
I really
frames.
want to find a fiberglass van body.
There was a guy that had a
If
plane
anybody's got
fuselage at the
anything,
Springfield swap.
yeah.
That was kind of neat.
anything in any condition. I
Didn't
don't
I
care
send
if
you-
you just
I
have
sent
one
you-
side of it.
I sent you a couple pictures of like the grave digger one and a couple of the other ones and stuff they had and everything. So
I want to build a tire roaster go-kart.
I think if
Mine
we,
lot.
but
housing.
I think if you do get that and we make it electric, you'll be, and I want the gas, but if we make it electric, you'll be able to take it inside places where you couldn't take the gas. So like Cavalcade, if you do that, put the slow moving vehicle, get it certified as a mobility device and stuff like that, we can, and that would be so much more fun for you to do that with a little trailer behind it and stuff. And those electric, you can, depending on the battery pack and the amperage, you can smoke the tires. You know, but it would be nice for the gas, but that would be able to
the what do they call it, PVC over top of the tires to make them.
Oh, the drift trikes type
like
of thing.
drift
Yeah,
trikes,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Thought about
Yeah, they
doing
make
something like
they make black PVC pipe. The ones with white PVC pipe, the drift trikes with
that. I
white,
know.
it's kind of, but they make black PVC pipe and stuff like that. So that would be cool. You could do that up and take it out to the Friday night burnouts and stuff, and we could figure out a way to make them smoke. We can figure that out. That's not a problem.
Give the banana guy a run for his money.
The banana, you mean the watermelon guy?
Yeah,
Watermelon man?
Yeah.
Banana,
called-
watermelon.
Craig, he called you the banana guy. And
Max
that's
is the banana guy.
yeah, the Max is the big banana guy. That's why we don't want him to have the moniker or his handle as the smart guy. Just saying.
Well, it's getting late, so my brain's kind of fogging up.
Okay. All right, guys, gonna go. We're gonna head out of here and we're gonna kill this off. And I appreciate it. Maybe next week we'll be able to, if I can remember. I thought I brought it overnight. Bring the video over for you guys to view, and then we can have the discussion on the car videos and stuff like that. So, all right,
Sounds good.
see ya.
Catch you guys on the
See you
flip
later.
side.
And we're out.
We were out.